Welcome to another segment of recorded financial information that we bring to you, our clients, in hopes that it helps you navigate through these difficult times. This episode is an answer to questions that we've been receiving regarding filing for unemployment benefits. The filing for unemployment benefits happens, as you may expect, online. That's the way that's highly encouraged, and it happens on the website of the Illinois Department of Employment Security. The quickest way for you to get to this website is simply to type in IDES in your browser and then select File a UI Claim Online. This will get you to the main website, but before you dive into any of its subsequent sections, it helps to notice some important information that's presented right on that very first page. So towards the bottom is a neat schedule that the state would like you to follow to make sure that your application moves through the system in an efficient manner. So conveniently, it's laid out according to the first letter of your last name. So for example, my name is Peter Selleck, so I'll be filing my application on Monday, Wednesday, or Friday. Now, of course, if that doesn't fit my schedule, Saturdays were dedicated for anyone to file without regards of what letter their last name actually begins with. Another useful piece of information on the first page is an answer to a question that I actually have been getting several times per day, and that is if contractors or self-proprietors can actually file for unemployment benefits, and if so, can they file using this website? The answer is right on that first page. The state informs us that absolutely the answer is yes. Now, as straightforward as it may seem, this answer is actually creating a lot of confusion. I get a lot of questions every day regarding this topic, so I will attempt to clarify the confusion, but I will do this at the end of this video because now I really want to focus on just staying within the website and giving everyone some information of what to expect and how to navigate through it. Before you proceed from that very first page into the other section of the website, I strongly encourage you to gather all of the information that you will need. The website has a limit, a time limit, which is just under an hour. So if you're attempting to enter the information and at the same time look for stuff in your desk, you will probably run out of time, and there's no way to save your progress. Therefore, you will lose your progress. You'll have to start over. So do have your Social Security, your driver's license or state ID, your green card if you are a legal alien, have your 18 months of employment history with your employer names, your start date, the last date that you worked prior to being laid off, which, by the way, another question that my clients ask, Peter, I've been with my current employer for 7 years. Do I need to convert it to days? Because the website actually asks you to put in the number of days. Well, the answer is don't worry about it. You don't have to. You can just put 999, and that's going to be fine. For self-employed people, make sure you do have your tax returns. You do have forms 1099 if they were issued to you. For S corps, make sure you do have the date your company was incorporated. That's listed on your tax returns or articles of incorporation. Have that handy. And also, if you plan on filing for additional benefits that you may be entitled to because you have a dependent child under the age of 18 or you do have a non-working spouse, make sure you have their information handy as well. So once you're ready, in the upper right-hand corner of the website, you will simply select an option to file unemployment claim, and you will get to another section. That one is full of some information that you may read, but I will just direct your attention to the bottom of that page and give you a magnification of this. Here's you would certify that you have followed this link, you read the information, and you would click File Online Claim, and it moves you to another interesting section. If English is not the language in which you would like to proceed, and I say this for benefit of our Polish-speaking clients, Spanish-speaking clients, this is the section you get to, which allows you to actually select a different language. And if you do that, and I selected Polish as an example, that website will change to that language, and you'll be able to select your username, your password, and once you click continue, the rest of the application will follow in the language of your choice, which I think is pretty consumer friendly, and I like that feature. Now, I'm of course not going to go through all the sections. They are pretty self-explanatory, but I want to give you just some nuances, some things that you can expect once you are filing that application. So first of all, for those of you that do not want to use a computer to file, it is possible to file your unemployment application using a phone. It is from what I've been told, I haven't done it myself or with clients, it is a pretty difficult process, yet it is possible. Now, you must be a US citizen or legal alien to qualify for benefits. Another thing inside the website you'll be asked for is a reason for filing. So please understand that unemployment is for individuals that were involuntarily let go. They wanted to work, they couldn't work. So for example, a reason that maybe I am not working because schools were closed and I need to take care of my child and do homeschooling is not a valid reason. So the only valid reasons are a layoff, or in case of self-employed individuals, obviously lack of work. Another question that comes up quite often is, Peter, I have not had a chance to file for unemployment. Maybe I'm self-employed, I haven't been working for a month. So if I file right now, do I lose the month of my benefits? The answer is no. Your filing date does not impact your benefits. So your benefits would be prorated back to the last day that you were working, or in case of self-employed, the last day that you had any type of work available in your business. Now, another topic is filing for additional benefits that you may be entitled to, and that means you can actually file for a dependent child under the age of 18 or a non-working spouse. For a child, the expected weekly additional benefit would be between $26 and $185, and for a non-working spouse, $15 to $93 per week. Now, word of caution here, you can only file for one of these individuals, so either for a dependent child or a non-working spouse. Obviously, the state values children more so than non-working spouses, right? Not sure why that is the case, but that appears to be the case. So what else happens once you are inside that application? Some of you are asking about a job link registration. So this is a system that functioned during the normal times, as I call them, prior to COVID-19, where individuals were expected to register using a job link so that prospective employers can contact you with job offers. That requirement is waived under COVID-19, so you do not have to register, advertise to the whole world out there that you are in fact looking for a job. Another question is regarding the method in which you will receive your benefits and whether these benefits are actually taxable. And the answer is that you will receive your benefits in the method that you choose. You can choose to have them deposited into a debit card, or you can have those benefits simply wired directly to your checking or a savings account. And yes, these benefits are considered income. They are taxable. During your application process, please select which way you want to be taxed, whether you want the withholdings to be done right away, so the benefits that are deposited into your debit card or checking account are in fact net of taxes. So it'd be similar to how you're getting paid from your employer, or whether you want to get taxed at the end of the year. So of course, if you select that second method, your benefit will be larger, but at the end of the year, you will need to file tax returns and pay 10% federal and 5% state tax. Now, when you go through all the questions and you are submitting your application, you will be issued a claimant number. Please keep that number. It is going to be very, very important. And within 2-3 days, the sooner the better, please provide the state with the documentation of your income. That documentation you can fax to the number that I have on the screen for you, or you can upload them directly from the website. In case if you're wondering where that link is, it is on the actual main page. That's the first page we got to. In the upper right-hand corner, you will select an option, upload document, and you can upload PDF documents to the state that way. Now, one word of caution, the state is accepting hundreds of thousands of applications. So imagine the amount of documents they have to deal with. I would strongly advise you to actually write down your claimant number on each page of your tax return, on each W-2 and so on and so forth that you're faxing or uploading to the state. So that way, if it's for some reason misplaced, it can actually get attached to your file. Once you finish the submission process, within a couple of weeks, you will receive an IDS decision as far as what your weekly benefit is. Now, it may state 0. So the question is that I get from my clients, well, Peter, does it mean that I will not get any benefits? Well, it may mean that you will not get any benefits, but it also may mean that the state simply has not yet received your income documentation, in which case they cannot really compute your benefit. Now, in the case of self-employed individuals, it will say 0. You are supposed to be rejected, for the lack of a better term. To proceed with the second stage you need to complete to actually qualify for the self-employed unemployment benefits. And I will get to this in just 1 second. What's inside the decision is also a breakdown of how much of benefits you qualified for individually, and also how much you're going to be getting for your dependent child or unemployed spouse, as the case may be. Now, a very critical piece of information in that decision is going to be your certification date. Now, a certification date is assigned to you. It will be normally a Monday, Tuesday, or a Wednesday. And you are supposed to, you are required, you must, on that selected date, go online to the homepage, go in the upper right-hand corner of the website, select an option, File Certification, and simply go through a series of questions, recertifying to the state that your situation has not changed. Now, another way to do this is to use a phone number that I brought up for you guys on the screen. You can actually, without waiting for a decision even, call up and register to get a PIN number, which is going to be a different number than the claimant number that you already have. And that way, you can recertify your eligibility just by dialing a phone and clicking option 1, 2, and so on and so forth. Maybe quicker than doing so online. It's a system worth subscribing to, because once you do get your benefits, you will have to recertify every 2 weeks. So that may be a handy way to do it with the phone. Now, back to the initial stages. Once you get your decision, you get your certification. Once you certify for the first time, then you can expect, once approved, your benefits to arrive probably within a week or so of that certification. So that is, in a nutshell, how this process is supposed to work. And I'm going to dive into the little mystery that I mentioned at the beginning of the recording that has to do with self-employed individuals. So for a self-employed individual, we're talking about a sole proprietor, somebody that does not have a registered, S Corp, a registered LLC, and so on and so forth. So a self-employed individual, and I stress to you, must first apply using the regular process we just went through. As mentioned, you are going to get your decision, which is going to say that you qualified for 0. You are supposed to get the decision. May 11th, there's going to be another portal launched by IDES that will give you access to a different pool of money from which your unemployment benefits will be drawn. And this is called the Pandemic Unemployment Assistance. That portal will launch on May 11th, and you will be able to go in there and kind of complete your application for unemployment. So again, do not wait till May 11th to file. Go ahead and go through the steps we just outlined. File the regular IDES unemployment application, get your claimant number, fax your information, get rejected. May 11, go to the PUA portal and go through that process. Now, I do not have the details of this process as of today. Today is May 6th. Of course, once I do, I will let you guys know. I will record another session that guides the self-employed people through that piece of the website. Now, similarly to people that lost their jobs, if you are self-employed and let's say you haven't been working since mid-February, you did not know you could file, you didn't have a chance to file, you were confused, and you file right now, does it mean you are going to lose your benefits for that entire time that you haven't had an ability to run your business? The answer is no. This will be prorated all the way to the first day that your business ceased operations, or you running your own self-employment were not able to find a job. Of course, this is not going to go back to 1999 November, let's say. The earliest date that they will consider is February 2nd, 2020. So I hope this clarifies some of the mysteries, helps you guys navigate through the website, file the unemployment claims. I wanted to thank you so much for visiting our Facebook page, for liking it, for sharing it with your friends. Do continue to visit. We will be posting updates regularly. Of course, if you're sharing this information, someone doesn't have a Facebook page, most of our recordings will soon be available via our YouTube channel. So make usage of that as well. Simply type in Lendonia in YouTube search box and those videos will come up for you. Once again, thank you so much. Have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, depending what time you're watching this recording. Stay healthy, stay safe. Till next time.